Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of Cooking with Varun. Today I'm making a dish that's very special to our family. Around India it has several different names. We call it Dal Makhani, Dal Bukhara, Maa Ki Dal, but at home we call it something else. Alright, let's get started. Now the dal over here has already been cooked, and first we soak it overnight and then we pressure cook it. So I already have it pressure cooked for about 5 to 6 whistles, and all I've put in here so far is salt and a couple of chunks of ginger. And this tool is a part of every Indian household. It's a churner. We've used this to mash up the dal after it's been pressure cooked. Let's get started. Add my cooking oil and add my dry garam masala spices. So what I'm going to be doing here is I will put them in, and as soon as the flavors are absorbed into the oil, I'm actually going to take them right out. Okay, all these flavors are nicely absorbed, so we're just going to take out those dry spices. And the flavor is going to be still retained in the oil. And I'm going to add my shah jeera, the black cumin. And I will also add my green chilies at this point, so the flavor of the chilies gets infused into the oil. That's good. And we go with our ginger garlic paste. Let that cook for just about 30 seconds to get rid of the raw smell, and we'll soften our tomato puree. Once this step is done, this needs to cook for about 4 or 5 minutes till the tomato paste isn't raw anymore. Okay, this is now cooked through. The tomatoes are not raw anymore. So I'm going to add my Kashmiri red chili and my turmeric to this mixture and let that cook for about another minute or so. And we need to stir it constantly because tomatoes can get pretty jumpy and bouncy, as you can see. At this point, what we're going to do is we will now add this to our dal that's in our cooker over here. And as you can see, it's on a slow simmer. So after it's pressure cooked and mashed, I kept it on a slow simmer to make sure that dal keeps cooking. I am going to put my tomato puree, ginger garlic paste, and all those lovely spices into my dal. We'll give it a quick stir. Now at this point you really have two choices. You can either pressure cook this for another 1 or 2 whistles, or you could cook it on a slow heat, open, but that takes 2 or 3 hours. Personally, I prefer to cook it the longer way because the flavors are so much better, but you know, the kids can't wait to eat this, so I'm going to pressure cook this today for you. So that looks like it's nicely mixed. Now also, just so you know, traditionally this dish would be made on a coal fire, so it has a nice smoky flavor to it. And but then we have a trick for that too, an easy one, not to worry, and that's coming up later in the video. And this is being pressure cooked now, and we'll open our cooker and look at that, folks. That looks lovely already. And to this we will add butter, and that's a generous helping of butter. And don't worry about the quantities because, as always, you'll see the recipe card at the end of this video. I'm going to save a little bit of butter for later when we plate this up. And also I'm going to add my fresh cream in there and the rest of the kasuri methi. So we're going to do this, and then we turn our stove back on because this has to cook off for about 10 minutes. And before I get to that, I want to tell you I've saved these. You don't have to throw these away. I will dry them out and then grind them, and they become a nice garam masala for future use, so it doesn't go to waste. So while this is cooking off for about 10 minutes, our dal, we're going to take this coal and put it on an open fire, get it nice and hot and red, and when we come back, I'll show you how to get a smoky flavor in the dal. Okay, our dal is good to go. I have some red hot coal over here. So what I'm going to do to get my smoky flavor, here's the trick, guys. Take it in a little bowl over there, gently place it on top of your dal and pour some hot ghee. Ghee is clarified butter, and make sure you have your lid ready. So we're going to put that on top, and you'll see it's already smoking. We want to make sure we retain the smoke, so pop it on quickly. There you have it, and we're going to let this sit for about 10 minutes or so. The stove is not on at this point. All we want to do is make sure the smoky flavor is nicely infused with the dal. That will take about 10 minutes, and when we come back, we'll be ready to serve this dish. Okay, now we're going to open this. That smoke flavor should be nicely infused. Oh, I can just smell that aroma over here. I wish you guys could smell it too. So be careful and take that coal out. Just pop it out like so. Perfect. And this is as good as you'll get in any restaurant. So I'm going to serve a little bit of this up and show you how it's eaten traditionally. So here we are, Maa Ki Dal, served with some sirka pyaz. These are onions that have been steeped in a beetroot vinegar for several days. And I have another kind of onion over here that has some chaat masala and also some lemon juice. And you have an option of rotis. I personally prefer a nice tandoori roti with the dal, but you know the kids like it with these little parathas, the Kerala or a coin parathas. So that's what we served with. So that's it, folks. Complete meal, heartwarming. You will love this. Please try it at home. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.